Okay, here's a virtual review of, or answer key of the worksheet, the triangle congruency worksheet. So now I've done this first one a couple times in other videos, but what we're looking at here is the reason why we're getting three sides is that this side is the same in both triangles, so therefore we know it's congruent to itself. So that's why we get side, 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 and you'll see the answer there. And number two, here's the answer here. And that's if you use this common side in between. So we could get side, angle, side here. That'd be a way to do it. Another thing some people have noticed before is if you look at the big triangle on the outside, that's an isosceles because these two sides are congruent. Well, what do we know by isosceles? Is this angle is also congruent to this angle over here, because it's a big isosceles triangle on the outside. So we could possibly have angle, side, angle here, and that would be because of this angle here. Whoops, and it thinks I want a 7 there. Oh goodness, stop correcting me. So well, we'll do that. It's because of this angle down here, angle, side, angle, and that's why we know it's it could be that way too. So either one actually works fine. Number 3 here, and I got a lot of angles drawn here, but if we just use a vertical angle, so therefore we get an angle here, an angle here, and a side here, and yes, I want that to be an A. That's how I get angle, angle, side, or the opposite side, angle, angle. And then if I don't use this middle vertical angles and I decide to use alternate interior angles, just like how I found P and R, those are alternate interior angles also, is if we do that, then we can have angle, side, angle. So there's a couple ways you could do that problem. All right. Number 4 here. One common mistake here is a lot of people think this, the parallel lines here, or the arrows, meaning the lines are parallel, means they're congruent. They're not. So we don't know what the length of these sides are. All we know is that they're parallel to each other. So here we get alternate interior angles. With this is a transversal. PN is a transversal between them. Some of you guys might see it a little bit better if I draw it like this, where now this angle is alternate interior to this angle up here. So that's kind of exactly what we get here. So we get an angle, a side, and an angle. And one of the triangles is congruent to an angle, a side, and another angle. So that's why we get angle, side, angle. This one's given to us. We have a right triangle. So we have a right angle, another angle that's congruent to another angle, and a side. So here we have angle, angle, side, or again, if we read it backwards, side, angle, angle. The key thing here is it's not the side in between the two angles, so this S cannot be between the two A's because it's on the outside. So either has to be in the front or it has to be in the back or in the front, whichever way you have it is fine, but it is not in between them. Number 6, notice here isosceles triangle, base triangle. The big triangle here is an isosceles because the base angles are congruent. So therefore it gives us these two sides are congruent to each other. So that gives us side, angle, side. And number 7, we have an isosceles triangle in the middle. So it gives us these two side lengths are congruent, which in the outside triangles gives us side, side, side. Number 8, kind of the same thing, equilateral triangle in the middle. So we get 3 congruent sides there. So therefore the 3 triangles on the outside are all congruent to each other because of side, 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 because we know all 3 pieces, or the 3 sides are all congruent to each other. We skip number 9. Number 10 is, we know here's vertical angles again we need to know. So they give us 2 pieces of information. It gives us an angle and a side. And then we had to see the third piece, and the third piece is this vertical angle. So therefore it's angle, angle, side, or again, could be side, angle, angle, but not the side in between the 2 angles. So, all right. Number 11. Here's side, angle, side. Vertical angle is in between. So side, angle, side is why they're congruent to each other. And the last one here, what we really want to do is pay attention to this bottom line, because we have a side is congruent to this side, this right angle is congruent to this right angle, and then this bottom length is the same in both triangles. So that's why we get the third side, or the third piece of information, which is a side. So that's why we get side angle side. So links my S that time. So all right, hope that helps, and keep trucking and keep asking me questions. Thanks.